Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I am Old Man 102. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, didn't want to do that. And welcome back to FS19 on the Ricci Valley map. Now, this map has had a lot of interest lately. I'm not sure why, but I thought we'd come in and start a series on it. If it does well, we'll keep it on the channel for a while. If it does crappy, then we'll just drop it from the lineup. It is a 16x map. It is a very large, we'll come back and adjust this all in a bit. So it is a very large 16x map. There's a pretty much big valley in the middle, in the center of the river. And then there's a mountain in the center, valley, and then on the outside of the map there's another mountain region. So it's mountain, valley, mountain. Hence Ricci's Valley. We do own fields 1, 41, 42, 43. A little grassy area over here. Oh my goodness, excuse me, a couple sneezes out of nowhere. Field 44, I think it's another grassy area. We'll see what we're going to keep and what we're going to... no, I think there's a field there. There was a field there. And then we own a little bit of a foresty area over here. Get some trees to get us started. We do own the coal area. Now, the coal area, the mining is blocked and we're going to have to build it. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And Center Mountain only because there's a lot of buildables on the Center Mountain. So there's a lot of stuff on this map that you actually have to build. Now I'm going to come in here. I switched it back to real time. I'm going to leave traffic off because it's just a pain. I'm going to go fuel usage default, I guess. I don't want low. I'm going to go off, 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 and off. Plant growth I'm going to leave on fast. Withering off. Crop destruction off. Plowing on. Lime on. Weeds off. And we'll leave auto save on 15 minutes. Let's do a quick save. Maybe. There we go. Bear with me, all my sinuses are absolutely wrecked from all the leaves are starting to drop. So, yeah, sinuses are killing me. So we have fields 41, 42, and 43 are rather small. We may just plow them together. Field 1's a decent size. I don't think there's anything planted in any of these fields. Now, it is a 16x map. It does take a while for it to catch up. So they are all cultivated. And this is the one I wanted. I think they're all going to need, yeah, they're all going to need plow. They're probably all going to need lime. And so, now what I may do is I may sell 44 off. It looks like we own it. This is the opposite side of the river. Actually, let's head over there for a minute. And I don't want to, if we have anything across the river, we're going to sell it off. We do have some equipment to start. Oh, sorry about that. We do have some equipment to start with. I'll show that off in a minute. But if we have any farmlands on this side, I think we're going to sell them off and stick with this side of the river. So anything on this side of the river we're going to sell off. Yeah, let's sell this off. And let's sell this off. Now, what is that? Hold on. Is that a field? It is a field. Yeah, we're going to sell it off anyway. Get us a little bit of money. Now, what do we want to get? So what does that leave us with? That puts us at 1.8 mil. So we got a little bit of cash. Wow, I didn't want to sell this. Oh, it's all connected. Crap. So I can't sell this off. what does that leave us with? 700,000. Can we pick up field 2? No, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all connected for 1.7 mil. I don't want anything on this side of the river, but we do have this little piece of grass here. We'll have to deal with it. I do eventually want to move up here, but that's 1.1 mil. Okay, so we'll have to deal with what we have. So we do own this little piece of grass right here. You know what? How much is this one field on this side? Number 40. Or are they connected together? No, they're not. We might be able to pick up 40. We'll see what we need in the way of vehicles. I'm not going to do a map tour because I've done plenty of videos on the map tours on this map. So we're just going to jump in. But let's take a peek at the vehicle fleet. Oh, garage. Alright. So we have the John Deere DB120. We have the Cameo Harvester. A couple of Fendt tractors. We have a truck. We have a Case Titan. The grain header. A tanker. The corn header. We have a tipper. Windrow. Lime/fertilizer spreader. We have the small truck. We have a decent plow. We have the tipper. And we have a mower to start with. Okay, so we have a decent set of starting equipment. Looks like all of these fields need plow and lime and everything else. So we are going to have to buy some lime. Now, you see these little boxes everywhere. They are the telephone poles in the electrical system. So you do have to build the power grid on the map. Alright, we have nothing to harvest, so we need lime and plow. Do we have any lime? We have, let's see what's in this guy. Well, let's grab this guy. We're not going to be cutting grass yet. Alright, we got to zoom the camera out. Now, what does this have in it? Does this have any fertilizer or lime in it? It has fertilizer. That's not what we need. Alright. Now, the first thing we are going to do is we're going to go head up to the vehicle shop. If I can remember where it is. Somewhere up here. You are Aldi. You're Tractor Supply. You're Domino's. You're the... Okay, that'll work. So our tipper is sitting up here. And our tanker is sitting up here at the vehicle shop. The first thing you want to do is you want to jump in this tipper here. And you want to go over to the railroad silo in the center of the map. You have to build most of your sell points you do have to build. Walmart is built for you. It should take everything on the map, but the prices are super low. So if you want to get the better price, you have to build the better sell point. So none of Ricci's is probably one of the very first sell points we're going to want to build right away. And then, oh, hold on. My stopwatch decided to take a shit. Hold on. Alright, I'm going to assume I'm about 5 minutes in, so I'm going to have to add that onto my timer. I don't know, for the last couple times when I hit my stopwatch to go, it switches over from stopwatch to timer for some reason. I have no idea why. And then I look over like 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, and it's not running, and then I have no idea how long the video is. But anyway, I divert back to the game. So the first thing you want to do is grab this guy, come over here, grab the wood chips out of here. So I give you, don't sell these off, I give you, if I can find them, this does hold every bulk product on the map. I should have went the other way. Wood chips, 500,000, take every bit of it, throw it in this tipper. You need 500,000 liters of wood chips to get the mines open. And it does take a game day for the mines to open. So it will take, I think, 8 to 10 hours for the mines to open. So you want to do this first thing. Silage is going to be your best friend on this map for early game cash. Alright, let's head back across the bridge and we will get the mines building. Not get hit by the train, you will go flying across the map. Even in a lot of your fields, you have to unblock the garbage off of it in order to use them. So watch what contracts you take, because if you take a contract and drive all the way across the map, you may not have access to that field. That field may be blocked. You may have to buy it and unblock it to use it. So be very careful with which contracts you take at first and what fields you go to buy it first, because they may not be open. And again, you will do a ton of driving on this map. Now, what I may do is, Dixie, this is for you. We may do some teleporting. Only because it's YouTube, only because it's a very large map with a shit ton of driving. So we may do a bit of teleporting. Which I normally don't do. So even some of your forests you have to build. And the trees will fill in as you are. I thought I turned traffic off. Did I leave traffic on? We're turning traffic off. Traffic's a real pain in the ass. But yeah, even the forest, even the trees in the forest will build. And we're probably going to move up to this upper farm property as soon as we can. So what I want to do is I want to come in here. And again, to open the mines, go to the central station, pick up 500,000 liters of wood chips, and deliver them here. So that's what we're doing. So 8 to 10 hours from now, that fence will disappear. I believe it's active. Okay, so we'll just have to be patient and let it do its thing. So that's the one of the first things you want to get done. Yeah, we're going to buy this piece of property and move up here as soon as we can. The only thing is we can't buy a lot of fields up here yet. And it's really not that far from the couple fields that we do own. And you can cut a shit ton of grass up here and keep your silage operation going. So yeah, I'll show you. So if we go over here, we're not that far from. It's just downhill and across the river to grandmother's house we go to get back to our farm. It is a very difficult map to play single player because there's just so much to do. It's overwhelming. And it's like you have to do a lot of hauling, you have to do a lot of building. So it can be a bit overwhelming single player. Now I thought I had thought I also had a. Oh, this thing has like when I take my foot off the gas, this thing like stops dead. All right, let's throw you there. I thought I had a lime spreader. Did we not have? We do, and it's got lime in it. Perfect. Thought I hooked this up to start with. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want now, the next thing we're going to want to do is get our fields planted. So they all need lime, they all need fertilizer, they all need plowing. So we're just going to get in here and get cracking. There is fishing on this map. We're probably going to blow through this lime pretty quick. So yeah, pretty small fields to start with. We'll probably max out a loan. We'll see what we need in the way of equipment. We may max out the loan and buy that piece of property with these couple fields on it. It's going to be a while before we make anything we can sell. Trying to give myself a bit of room to turn around. Now I'm probably going to put wheat here because I need or barley, wheat or barley, because we need something to make seeds with. Now we're going to have to figure out where this silt pond is. Because we're going to want to get silt right away, or close to right away, to make fertilizer. We can't get anything going with stones until we get the mines open. So we can't even think about the stone mine and lime production. That's going to be a little bit off. Now I'm going to have to remember how the mines work. It's been a while. I think they drop boulders. We got to, after we scoop a little bit of stuff off the ground, it's going to drop boulders, and you got to take the boulders over to the crusher. It's been a very long time since I've been on this map. But I'm hoping we have enough lime for our couple of starter fields. this guy. He's going to have to go over this way next, so I'm just going to park him here. Alright, let's throw some fertilizer down, and then we'll grab our plow. Oh, this doesn't have the spreading discs, but I think it has a really big working width. I think this one's been popified. Yeah, this one's been popified. Now, I hope I didn't leave a little strip along the edge of the field. Check here in a second when we turn around. No, we're good. Okay. So we should be good about here. Yeah. Probably could have been a little bit closer to the left, but that's all right. Yeah, probably 2 more passes should do it. If I went a little bit over further, I probably could have got it all. Now behind, you could buy seeds, like your basic stuff to get started, up behind the barn, which I'll show you where that is, or by the animal dealer. You can pick up lime and fertilizer seeds, just some stuff to get you started. There's a buying station up there. I knew I was going to hit that tree. Let's knock the rest of this out. Now, I can't remember if there's a feed and seed built into this map or if we have to put our own down. Probably end up putting our own down. Yeah, so there's a couple things that are built into the map that I probably won't use. And I honestly can't remember if there's a feed and seed built in. It's been such a long time. I wouldn't even know where to begin to look if I have a feed and seed built in. Dixie would probably know right away. But yeah, so up here near the animal dealer, there's a buying silo right back here. Yeah, we're probably going to end up putting our own seed and fertilizer factory down. And put our own grass dryer down. And again, I'm going to have pretty much cars everywhere, or vehicles everywhere, until we get these first couple fields set up. do a headland over on this side. Now I do prefer FS19 over 22. I don't do, other than the YouTube stuff, I do not play any FS22 off camera. I don't play any farm sim off camera anymore. Do a headland will probably set off a worker, and then I want to see about a loan in this next piece of property. If we can take out a loan enough to purchase this piece of property next to us, because that'll get us a bit of income coming in. Not much, but I think there's some fields there that are ready to harvest, so we can get our harvester going. I did miss a little bit of lime at the edge of this field. I thought I was over just a hair too far. Okay, you will do your thing. Okay. So while he's doing his thing, let's take a look at the bank and see what we can do. You got to spend money to make money. And I don't mind paying the interest at first. We're just going to max this out and see where we go. I think it maxes at 1 million. Oh, it's going to let us go a little bit higher. I'm going to wear out my space bar. Alright, so it gives us 2 mil. Now, this piece of property next to us is, yeah, let's grab that. And then I wanted this piece of property up top. I believe up here, across from this, but I want to move eventually I want to move all of our vehicles and stuff up here. I think that's the piece. No, we want both. We're going to want both. So 286,000 and 370. So we need another half a mil or so to get that piece of property up there. But now we do own these fields over here now. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see what kind of shape they're in. 2's ready to harvest. We're not going to be able to do anything with 3, 4, and 5. What do they need other than lime? Let's turn lime off for a minute. 4 and 5 needs fertilizer. Four and 5 needs fertilizer. We can harvest 2. Let's grab this guy. to drive on our freshly plowed field. That's right, I keep wanting to put the spreading discs out. You know what? Will you do your thing? What's in here? Cotton. Ooh. We're going to need a cotton harvester. We may plow this under. I should have looked at that before before we put fertilizer on it. Oats will definitely keep. Barley we will definitely keep. We're going to plow the cotton under and replant that. Then you know what? Let's grab. Let me stop him because I think we'll get a layer of fertilizer when we plow that under. Alright, do your thing. Let's catch up with this plow. Yeah, we can't afford to harvest cotton right now. The harvester and the header is going to cost us like $700,000. You should be... I'm going to fire you. One more row. Now we can grab our cedar. Right now I'm thinking something to make seeds with and straw. Now, I know we don't have a water field yet, but I may throw rice here. Rice gives a really good... I know it does not drop straw or grass, I don't think. I can't remember. But it's a really good yield. We'll get a ton of rice to make seeds with. And I believe we could put them in our cedar. Sorry, not in our cedar. I thought I folded this. Okay, there we go. So, I mean, the seed master, I believe, takes rice, which is really good yield to plant and harvest. Alright, so let's take a quick peek at... Wrong one. Let's jump in here for a minute. Let's go into Island Placeables. Let's look for the seed maker real quick. There you go. So yeah, wheat, barley, oats, millet, rice. Yeah, so we're definitely going to go with the seed maker. Now it's going to need fertilizer. Ooh, it may need... may need lime. We'll see. So we're going to want to get that down, and we're going to want to get the fertilizer factory down. So let's... I'm going to need a tractor, and they're both parked over here. Well, let's drop the plow. We have those fields over there to deal with. Let's grab our cedar. I think we're going to throw rice in this field. I'm hoping this has seeds and fertilizer in it. I think I put some in to get us started. Ooh, missed it. Yeah, okay, perfect. we're going to want, let's change this to rice. Just for the first planting. So again, we got all the basics up and running so we can be self-sufficient. So we may have to take some contracts. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the series. Leave like and subscribe. Leave comments. Let me know what y'all think of the series. If you want to see a few more episodes, or if you're not interested in FS19. But it's definitely going to be a challenge single player. Again, if you want to play this map and you got a lot of questions, here's your chance to ask in the comments. I don't know, for some reason there's been a lot of interest in this map lately, and I don't know why. I think people are bored. I know I'm bored. I know Dixie's completely bored with FS22. I think there's just a lot of players that are like already bored with FS22. I've personally, did not like 22. Don't like 22. FS19, the factory script, the global company script, was much better. I absolutely hate the factory script that they stuck us with for FS22. Oh, I did not do a headland on this side. Alright, now's our opportunity to get a headland on this side. Actually, we didn't need it, because we're only going to have like 3 more passes, but that's all right. Give me room to turn around. So I'm hoping to get some work done. It is, let's see, it is Sunday, or actually Monday. I'm off for the holiday. It is actually Monday, September the 4th, as I record this. So, 4th day of my 4-day weekend. So back to the 10-hour grind tomorrow. But hoping to get a little bit more work done on the new 16x map for FS22 later on this afternoon. Got all the chores around the house done. So today's just going to be a chilling, relax, sit back and play some games, get some recordings done for YouTube. All the laundry's done, the grass is cut, all the household chores are done. So now we just sit back and play. And we're going to plow under that cotton field. And we'll probably throw wheat or barley down. We'll probably do a lot of wheat and barley at first, just because I want the straw. Now, let's go look at something really quick. I know we're very early game, but let me jump out of here for a minute. Let's pull up the map. I want to run up to, and I don't think we may own it. Express staffing. Beehives are us. We'll go to the animal dealer. So behind the animal dealer, right here, that's where you make your beehives. But over here is where you purchase your seed, your fertilizer, and all that happy stuff. But across from here is the express staffing. And we're going to need workers like really, really soon. So I want to see what all they need. They need water, food, and gold. What kind of food? Coffee or cranberry. We're going to plant some coffee. And then across from here, so we come back out to the main road. We come over here. This is the construction office. So whatever you want to build on the map, come in here and find the appropriate sign. So if we want to build Area 18, we have to come over here. And here's where we have to deliver clean fill, grass seed, water, and greenery. And then on the map, wherever Area 18 is, that area of the map will build. So if you want to build none of Ricci's, which is the better sell point, you just have to come through here and find the sign for none of Ricci's, which I think is over in this corner. Yeah, right here. So if we want to build none of Ricci's, we need lumber, steel, drywall, concrete, doors, windows, and insulation. So it's going to cost you, and 200,000 liters of each. So it's going to cost you a little bit of time and money and effort to get your stuff built. All right, so you're done fertilizing that field. So it's going to cost a little bit to get the better sell point even. I'm going to leave this guy parked here just in case, but I think once we plow this field under, it's going to give us the second layer of fertilizer. And we're going to put coffee over there. And again, I'll try not to drive across our field. But we definitely can't afford to even think about harvesting cotton anytime soon. Now, let me just double check one more time. This was cotton, correct? It is cotton. Yeah, we're not doing cotton. Let's change this to coffee. Coffee, I think, takes 3 or 4 game days to grow. So we're not going to have this anytime soon. This is a direct drill. It should plow this cotton under it, and it does. Perfect. I don't mind spending the extra seeds and fertilizer. Until we get some of our own made. we may have to fertilize this. We'll check the map when we're done planting it. We're not going to be able to hire a worker because it doesn't need planting. So I don't think he'll mow over the cotton. So we'll just knock this out real quick. And if not, we'll just come back and fertilize it real quick. Now, I can't remember if it's worth selling any of the mining products off, but we will definitely give it a shot and see if it's worth it or not. For some early game cash. Because we're going to want to get the mines up and running as quickly as we can. Because they drop the boulders, and the boulders crush down into a lot more product, and we need gold for workers, and gold is one of them. Trying to figure out where I want to put some of our starter factories, like the grass dryer, the seed maker, the fertilizer maker, the composter. Try and figure out where we're going to set those up so we don't have to do a lot of driving later. Alright. Now, for now, let's folder up. Now, this field, field 5. Let's take a look here. Oh, we should have put lime down before we seeded it. So it has its second layer of fertilizer on it. I'm not going to put lime down now on top of the seeds. But we got a coffee field going. So we don't need to fertilize that. And let's just, we're going to need, I should leave it out because we're going to need this, but let's just back it in. We have enough implements out all over the place already. Alright, let's go get our fertilizer guy since we don't need to fertilize this field. I'm going to do a U-turn because I know we're going to need to fertilize what we're about to do. The first harvest off of this wheat field that's ready to harvest is going to be just cash. We're going to sell the wheat, we're going to sell the straw. We're not going to get a lot of money, but every penny at this point is going to help us. Alright, so I know we're going to need lime over here. I know we're going to need basically these three products right here. We are going to need. But first, I'm going to plow those three fields together and make one big field out of them. But I want to grab, before we get started, I'm going to grab the mower. We're not going to plow that grass under. We are going to grab every bit of grass we can. So we're just going to cut around those fields that we're going to plow together. So yeah, we're going to want some serious, like a serious silage operation going on. You know what? I'm going to do follow me. Let me get this guy open. Have follow me. Let's take advantage of it. So let's grab this guy in our loading wagon. Now I got to figure out where we're going to put the grass dryer. Whether I want it here or up on top of the hill. Or across the bridge. Well, we should have a loading wagon. Now this first episode may be a little long. Only because I didn't turn my I thought I'd turn my stopwatch on and it switched over to timer. And they both shut themselves off at like 1 second. But I think I was only like 5 minutes in before I realized the error of my ways. Hold on, I gotta sneeze again. Alright, now let's get this guy. Let's get up a little bit closer. I'm going to lower, turn him on. Is it, I think it's left control and F? It is. So this guy we're going to lower. Turn him on. Yeah, let's get this cut before we plow these together. We're going to put clover over here. A, we're going to need it for the bees, and B, we're going to need a shit ton of grass to keep a silage operation going. Because it's going to be pretty much our only income for a while. I think we can cut right up to the bridge piers. Yeah. Yo, no. Yeah, he's gonna come up and hit me. I wasn't expecting him to throw that tree to throw the entire tractor. I thought it would have just pushed the mower over. It literally threw my tractor sideways. Yeah, we're going to take advantage of as much space over here as we can by plowing these three together. How far behind me is helper A? I don't think he's too far behind. He's not too far behind. It's going to take him a little bit to do the U-turn. So I don't want to get too far ahead of them. There he is. Didn't take him long to turn around. Oh, we're going to hit the tree again. Yeah, so this episode's probably definitely going to go a little bit long. I want to get the rest of this cut before I get out of here. And I don't want that helper to get too far behind me. So we have one more swipe down this end of the field. Let's come back up this way. And we'll finish with that edge of the field, I think. Catch up to me. I'll give you a couple seconds. So there's a good bit of grass over here, especially when we plow these together. I did not want to lose this opportunity for some extra cash. Oh, I'm making too many turns. It slows the helper down when I make a lot of turns. Give him a minute to catch up. Curious to see how much grass we're going to get. How far behind? He's pretty much a length behind me. You know what, let's go down this way and we'll come back. Why, I don't want to lose this, I don't want to forget about this piece and then not cut it. Come over here and turn around. And we'll let him catch up. It's going to take him a while to make that turn. Alright, he's pretty much straight. I think we just have this little section here and we're done. Can't remember if there's any behind that other little field left. Find out here in a second. I'll let him catch up. Oh, he's not doing too bad. If I lose him now, I won't be upset. He's pretty much done his job. I'll get just a tiny bit over here. We might as well grab it. Got to drive by this way anyway. Alright. So let's bring this guy. And again, I'm just going to leave all this stuff out until we're done using it. We'll put everything away. Actually, no, let's take him up here and get him out of the way. I'm not sure where I'm putting this grass. I'm not sure where the grass dryer's going. just park him on the dirt here out of the way. So we're going to need one or two of these tractors anyway. Oh, sure. Just come and ram me in the back. Almost 1 million liters. So that was definitely worth cutting it. It's just going to get us almost 1 million liters of silage to sell. But we're an hour in. I am Old Man 102. Please smash that like and subscribe on your way out and have an awesome day.